Boom, start recording. So I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order at 10:35. Brett, if you don't mind, can I get a roll call, please?
Sure. Let's see. Caeb President, Mark.
Present.
All right. Senate Rep, Naomi.
Present.
Present. Lori, are you Social Club or Progressive Dems today?
Social Club.
All right. Social Club is present, correct? Yeah.
Yes, present.
And Engineering Club?
Yes, correct.
All right, present. So we have met quorum with 2 out of 3 executive members and 2 clubs and a member of the public.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So we'll go ahead and move on to adoption of the agenda. I sent the agenda out. If everybody has a second to look over the agenda. I'll go ahead and mention that the date needs to be edited. Somehow I put February 7th. It is now February 9th. I don't know if anybody needs to make a motion real quick to change the date.
So moved.
Awesome, has been moved. Hearing seen no objections, the date has been changed to February 9th, which is today. So we'll go ahead and move on to approval of the minutes. Brett sent the minutes out for February 2nd. If anybody's had a second, if everybody's had a second to look at the minutes. All right. There's no objections. Hearing and seeing no objections, we'll go ahead and approve the minutes for February 2nd. And then we'll move on to chair's message. Hello, everybody. Hopefully everything's going good in school and classes. I think this is midterm week. I know I just took 2 of my midterms. Pretty interesting. One of them is business communications, which I'm really working on that. It's really good. I will be posting an agenda for a special meeting later on today to have a meeting on Friday for a training for Boost Central. I will record the meeting so that way if anybody can't make it, they can easily access it. I will make sure it is posted up on the website and a link. I'll send an email out to everybody in my email chain. If you know anybody other clubs that are not in that email chain, please forward that to the clubs. I'm meeting with Mario today at 2 to 2:30. He's going to help send it out to all the advisors and vice presidents. So that way all the clubs have access to it or the opportunity to do it. Besides that, I hope everybody's having a good one, being safe. Hopefully we can return back to campus next semester. It would be awesome. Besides that, I'll go ahead and move on to advisor's message. Brett.
All right. Aloha. Happy Tuesday. My parents are currently on Maui right now, and they're sending me pictures every day. And
Oh, man.
I'm quite jealous. So they sent me one of Wales yesterday. I was like, oh. But I just have a few things. It's crazy when you get caught up in this virtual world of emails and Zoom meetings that when Mark said midterms, I was like, oh my gosh, midterms already. That's crazy. So I wish you all well with any midterms or tests or projects you all got that you're working on. Yeah, just a few things. The first one, and I sent an email to the executive members, but next Wednesday, the 17th, there's a kind of Q&A on vaccines through our health and wellness program on campus, and they have a physician that's coming to address any questions or concerns that folks may have. It's not a sign up for a vaccine, so we're not guaranteed. The ARC is not providing vaccinations for anyone, as far as I know. That's still being done through the county or your health provider or pharmacy. I know it's kind of chaotic right now, but anyway, I thought I would encourage you all to attend that if you had questions about that, either for yourselves or family members or whoever. So I will post that on the Instagram page. I meant to do it Friday and I forgot. I can email it to the two clubs here. I know Naomi and Mark have it already. Other than that, we're going to talk about Boost Central, so we'll address it there. Campus there's no classes on Friday and Monday, so enjoy your 4-day weekends. Mark, I know you mentioned there's a training on Friday. I'm going to be away from my computer on Friday for my own mental health. So I won't be able to make that one, but if you do have it, like you said, it'll be recorded. So thank you. And we're still working on reopening plans. Everything's kind of in flux. Anything I tell you today could drastically change by next week. But if you do have ideas, I know that we had the kind of listening session with our Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Kobayashi. But if you have any ideas, you can bring them up in a Caeb or Senate meeting, or reach out to me. Just stuff whenever we do come back, what that might look like. It won't be like I've said many times before, where we just flip on the switch and, hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome back. It won't be like that. It'll be staggered. It might be like by appointment only. But I don't know. There's still a lot to figure out by then. So that's really all I have. So thank you. Good luck with those tests. And Mark, I'll hand it back to you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a interesting thing, reopening the campus. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the clubs and events board on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed, with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken on the agenda. The events board may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact ASB Caeb president for the item of discussion to be placed on a future agenda. At this time, do we have any public comment? Go ahead. Do we have public
We don't
comment?
have any public here, do we, except for Mr. Funk?
I thought I heard somebody was saying yes. All righty. No comments. So there's no public comments. So we'll go ahead and move on to appointments and swearing in. We have no appointments and swearing in. Move on to unfinished business, which we do not have any unfinished business. We'll go ahead and move on to new business, which is item 10.1, Black History Month comic relief. This time shall be reserved to discuss and potentially take action on creating a bill of up to $1,000 on a planned Black History Month comic relief for an event this February. Funds will be from 71 general account.
I move to allocate $1,000 from our 71 account to the Black History Comic Relief event.
Question,
Go ahead.
Chair. Is this an event that somebody else is doing that we're already having? I mean, somebody else is planned, or are we planning this, or?
This has already been planned. Naomi, if you want to kind of discuss a little bit about it, but it needs to be seconded first.
Yeah.
Okay, second.
Go ahead, Naomi.
Yeah, so I think it was Jerry, I can't remember his last name.
Marshall.
Jerry Marshall.
From Outreach.
And I think he's doing it in collaboration with several others. He mentioned a few other funding sources, since I think he mentioned also that the total cost of this was like $5,000 something. We allocated him up for the event. We allocated in Student Senate last week $1,000, and so here in Caeb we're allocating an additional $1,000 just because, like he had mentioned, it's a pretty they've got a it's got a pretty big price tag. So, what I do remember him talking about was that there will be 3 kind of stand-up comedians that they're hiring, and they're trying to narrow it down at this time. And like they're going to be recording this like in a full-on fancy recording studio is what I understood, and that's a lot of where the money is going to, is that recording process. Yeah, so it's a collaborative event. It's not something that we're creating in Student Senate or Caeb. It's something we're supporting, basically.
Awesome. Is there any other questions or anything like that before we move on to a roll call vote?
Chair,
Yes.
it's good. I mean, it's already the 9th of February, so I'm just wondering if they're gonna get it done, or they're gonna do it and then show it in February?
To my understanding, that it's already in the process. A lot of stuff is being vetted out right now as far as the comedians. They just needed assistance and asked ASB for funds. So we went to support it, and that's why the bill was created.
So do we have a date that they're gonna show it?
If I'm not mistaken,
Uh,
Naomi, correct me, I think it was February, like the 3rd week of February. Like,
I do not think they have formalized a date yet.
I'm not sure. I remember him mentioning dates, but I'm not exactly sure on the exact date that it'll be done. But it is going to be recorded, and it will be. I'm assuming because February is Black History Month, so I'm assuming that it'll be released within February.
I would hope.
Right, to my understanding.
Chair.
Yeah.
So I have a date somewhere. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. The Current's emailing me. They have the wrong link to join the meeting. But it's that last Friday or Saturday in February, 25th or 26th.
That's what. I remember.
And their total bill was like $5,200. That's for the comedians and then the filming of it, the production of it. They want to make it like so that a student in March could watch it, if they can't make it on a Saturday night or whatever. Yeah, so that's where they're at with that. One just housekeeping item about that. They needed a 5,100 account, which you all have. The problem is the way you all spend your money is different than how departments spend their money. They're going to have to go through PeopleSoft. They're going to have to do it through pay the vendor. While you all, I just write out the paperwork once you all approve something and sign it, and Chad, who's on this call, would sign off on it, and then it goes to the business office. I don't know how those two are going to merge to pay, say a comedian, I don't know how much they were. Let's just say 1,500. I don't know how they take your money from Senate and or maybe today and then merge that into the other funds. So that's something I'll have to work out with Jerry. It sounds like a logistical nightmare, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, that's all. I'll find the dates here once I get back to the Current.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it sounds like a great spirit lifter. So I'm very hopeful for them.
I as well. All right, is there any other questions before we move on to a roll call vote? Okay, hearing and seeing no questions, let me check the chat just to make sure there's no questions in the chat. So we'll go ahead and move on to a roll call vote. Brett, could you assist, please?
Sorry, the Current is having technical difficulties here.
This one. They were able to join the last meeting, so it's the same link. I'm not sure how they're not able to, because the Current reached out to me on the last meeting, so I don't know how they're not able to access.
Yeah, I sent their advisor your website where the agendas would be and let them know about Instagram, but I think they have new staff. So anyway, enough about that. Roll call vote. Sorry. Let's see. Senate Rep Naomi?
Yes.
Yes. Sociology Club?
Aye.
Aye. Engineering Club?
Yes.
Yes. SHIP?
Present.
Present. Are you a yay or nay on the bill?
A yay.
Okay, thank you. So the bill has passed 4-0.
Awesome. So we'll go, the bill has passed, and we'll go ahead and let them know that the bill has passed. Also, let the record reflect that SHIP is present for attendance. Cool. So we'll go ahead and move on to item 10.2, which is Club Day Committee. This time shall be reserved to discuss and potentially take action on creating a Club Day Committee. I would like to form a committee for Club Day to also assist with Booth Central. So I'm looking for members who would like to join. If I'm not mistaken, I know we created a Club Day Committee last semester, but unfortunately, due to Aisha, my vice president is no longer the vice president. So I need to extend it out to get some assistance on creating some stuff. So if there's any members in here, or if you know anybody that might possibly be interested in joining this committee, please refer them to myself. Yes, go ahead.
Question about what's the difference between Booth Central and the Club Day? Is it Club Day for February?
Club Day Committee is going to be for all the club days. Booth Central is just going to be a vendor that's going to assist with the club days as far as creating live virtual events. Also, that I'll be reaching out to other departments to create a departmental type event. I have a meeting with President Dixon tomorrow. She's going to be joining basically like a Q&A, like a town hall type meeting thing. So any students that want to speak with the president, they can have the opportunity to ask questions. So I'm like I said, I'm meeting with President Dixon tomorrow. Actually, I got to respond back to the email. So that way, I'm also going to try to reach out to financial aid, and if there's any questions, students have any questions for financial aid, this would be the opportunity to have that Q&A. So I'm just trying to encourage that. I know there's a lot of students that have questions and they can't get answers, as I was one of them. But now that I have received my answer, which is good. So I want to make sure that other students have the opportunity to reach out to different departments and have that opportunity to ask questions. It's not more of like I said, a Q&A. It's not going to be like, departments are hosting events and stuff like that. Basically, it's going to be like a town hall meeting with just certain departments. I'm going to be reaching out to EOP&S to try to see if they'd be interested in creating a booth. So that way, if there's any questions with that, as well as we'll be creating the events with the clubs. Since it was just brought to my attention that this Friday and Monday is a holiday, I really want to try to host a meeting, but I have to do 72-hour advance notice. So I might possibly try to schedule it for Saturday instead. So I'll be, like I said, still be posting the agenda within 72 hours to maybe possibly schedule it for Saturday instead. I know it's a weekend, but at least record it and submit it. So that way it can be sent out to the clubs, departments, or anything like that. I did attach a document basically stating what Booth Central is and what the purpose of it is. So hopefully everybody received that. I'll send it to the current so they can help. The current has really been helping and they want to help publicize this. So yeah.
I'm actually here with the current. What were you
Awesome.
What were you saying about Boost? You said Boost Central. What is that?
Booth Central is a company that hosts live events, and they help with the technical issues or anything like that. Basically, what it is they create they're called booths, and it's just like say like the current's there, right? And if
Uh-huh.
any students want to speak to them, it's basically a live one, not just a one-on-one, but they're like kind of like, Zoom events have different breakout rooms. This is kind of like one major room, but they can like click on financial aid and then join their room, and then they can click on a sociology club, and they join their room and speak to the president of the club.
Got it.
So that's what Boost Central is the purpose of Boost Central is going to be for. Since we can't have any type of club day on campus, it's basically going to be like a virtual club day.
Got it.
Yeah.
When is that?
I have to do a hosting, so I'm waiting for the response back from BSO, from Business Service Offices, to make sure that Boost Central receives their payment.
Okay.
That's already been sent out and paperwork's been done. I'm just waiting for a response back. As soon as I get that, then we'll have more of a solidified date.
Got it.
But we wanted to at least possibly do the last week of February. If we can't, for some strange reason, it'll kick off in March.
Okay.
So yeah, I can.
And what did you vote on right as I logged in?
We voted on the Black History Month comic relief, allocated $1,000 to help fund that.
It's a relief package for what?
Naomi, you want to kind of give a brief description again on it?
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, it's a comic relief event with that will be different stand-up comedians that are hired, and that will be recording their oh shoot, what is it called? Like routine? No, that's probably the wrong word. I don't know.
No, routine is right, I think.
And they'll be recorded, and it's kind of done in collaboration with several different parts of campus. So we're only one part of it. It's not something that Caeb is putting on specifically, but that we're offering we're chipping in some finances into that event.
Got it. And it's did you say, I'm sorry, what's the comic relief like for? Like what is the money going to, etc.?
So it's a Black History Month.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought, but I wanted to check. Thank you. All right, I'll shut up now.
No,
I appreciate your help.
Chair.
All right. Yes, go ahead, Lori.
I thought we set February 25th because that's what I've been telling my clubs.
Yes, we just February 25th is the date that we set. I gotta make sure. Matter of fact, Brett, have you heard anything from BSO as far as funds being allocated to or being paid to Boost Central?
No, not yet. I made a boo-boo on my end, so I'm fixing that. But I will get that done as soon as this meeting ends today. So I will keep you all posted.
Thank you.
Okay, Chair, again, sorry.
Yes.
We have someone in one of our clubs who is good with graphic design. So since we meet right after this meeting, I will ask her if she be on the committee.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, I'll ask, and then I would just have her contact you.
Awesome, that'd be amazing. Like I said, it's very easy. I have access to Boost Central's main page. They basically gave me like a temporary access to kind of see how easy it is to set up. It is pretty easy to set up. I'll be working on that today. I'll reach out to my contact with Boost Central to see if they have any other slides or any other marketing packages to help that I could send out to the clubs and departments. I did see a couple. So like I said, it's very easy to set up. It's not like we have to do a whole bunch of a lot of graphic designs. They have a lot of templates that we can use. It's just basically context is what needs to be added to the booth. I guess you would say channel. Basically, like it was in the chat. This is a more advanced Zoom meeting is what it's going to be. This easiest way to explain Booth Central. Instead of somebody having to assign individuals to the rooms, it's more of they can scroll on one page and go, oh, I want to see what they're talking about, or I want to see what this person's, what I got a question for them. They can just click on the link or click on their little mini micro page, and then they'll go straight into that room. So hopefully that helps. Yeah.
So we don't need like flyers to email out or something?
It's all digital. Yeah, I will be creating, or actually Booth Central will create an advertisement that I can send out, that I can forward to everybody. It'll definitely be posted up on IG. It'll be posted up on the website. I will be working on getting the website updated. I just received notification that I need to do that, so I need to work on that as well. So I'll be doing that today.
But since the committee covers the other club days also, we'll need marketing for that, for those, the other two club days. So that's thinking of flyers for that.
Correct. So I'll be working on that within the next day or two. Yeah, I guess, like I said, Booth Central has their own technical team that's going to help assist with that. That's why we paid them the amount of money that we did. So, yeah.
I was thinking we could advertise all the club days at once so that we get, advance notice.
Agreed. I agree with that. So if there's any members in the meeting now that like to be appointed to Club Day Committee, please let me know now, and I will get you, and you will be appointed. So is there anybody in the meeting now that would like to be appointed to Club Day Committee?
Naomi's raising her hand.
Yeah, I would.
Naomi.
Yeah, I can't do a whole lot, but I hate to see you doing this stuff by yourself, Mark, so I can help some.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, and Ship. Okay.
I'd like to be part of the committee as well.
Awesome. I'll be sending out a doodle that has some dates that the individuals are available to meet, to kind of like break it down. So I'll be working on that as well. Yeah, Naomi is my lovely assistant. Sometimes she reminds me, so I know Naomi will be on me to remind me, hey, send that out. That's what presidents do. So yeah, but thank you very much. Is there anybody else that would like to join Club Day Committee that's here today? All right, so right now I have Naomi and Sylvia, so I will, and Lori, if you, like I said, if you have another student that is interested in joining and wants to assist, please just, send them my contact info and have them reach out to me, and I can officially appoint them on to next meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, awesome. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next item on the agenda, which is committee report. This time is for committee chairs to provide the board with a brief report of current standing active committees. I'm not sure if we have any committees, which we don't. We just formed one. So actually, we'll just go ahead and move on to board member reports and announcements. This time is reserved for board members to inform the board about relevant campus-wide events and to report any pertinent committee progress activities. Time of 3 minutes per report shall be reserved. This is just a reminder. This is the time that clubs, or anybody that's active in here that wants to make an announcement, let us know how everything's going with your club, and or any events that you might have coming up that you would like Caeb or Student Senate to help publicize or get the word out. So at this time, do we have any board member reports and or announcements?
Chair, I was just wondering,
Yes,
can we get a report from Naomi on the meeting with President Nixon last Friday?
She can, when after everybody, if there's nobody else, then if she wants to give a report, then she can give her report.
Okay.
It's up to Naomi if she wants to give a report. I can't.
She's raising her hand.
For some
Yeah.
reason it's not showing up on my thing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so go ahead, Naomi. I'm sorry.
Well, first I'd like to report for Student Senate. We're not going to be having a meeting this week.
This is a holiday.
For this holiday. We originally had talked about scheduling a meeting earlier in the week, but I figured give everybody a break. So we'll be meeting next week instead.
Appreciate it.
So this will be missed. Model UN is meeting today at 12. So our first meeting. So if anybody's interested, we're giving out our club assignments. So if anybody wants to be part of MUN, this is your day to get on a committee. And then for the meeting with President Dixon, if President Mark doesn't mind me speaking on this right now. It was a very focused meeting, so I didn't get to a lot of the topics, or really any of the topics that other people had asked about. I mentioned some more. Well, we talked about the potential of having, how President Dixon is coming to the club day, so we talked about that. And then we talked about a potential ARC student design team. And when I have more details on that, I can let you all know. It's something that President Dixon seems interested in putting on, like creating here. So again, like when I have more information on that, I will definitely let you all know. Okay, now other details are losing, but those were like the main topics of conversation, I will say. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. And ARC Engineering Club.
So we have two. So first is this Friday, our club will be hosting a game night, just to get to use each other, and maybe other people can join as well. The other important thing is on the 19th. That's when we'll start our first workshop for our automated hydroponic system project. That's the main project we're gonna focus on this semester, and it's gonna start the first of the whole series. Gonna start on the 19th, so that's also a Friday. So yeah, just want to put it out there.
Awesome. Do you have a time or any other links or anything for the workshop for the hydroponic project?
Let's see. We have a.
I just posted it on the chat for you guys.
Thank you. All right, if we can make sure everybody, okay. Awesome, let me copy that real quick. Awesome, if you can send that to me via email, that would be greatly appreciated.
When's the game night?
No, the game night will be on the 12th, Friday, and it starts around 7.
Even though that's a holiday, just want to clarify that's okay. Okay.
And how do we get access to the Zoom or whatever?
We have a Discord channel where we kind of use to communicate with the member, and usually we will post the Zoom link on there or on Friday. So I guess the best way I can do is post the Discord link here.
Awesome. Yes.
If you don't mind me asking the engineering club, I'm just curious how you guys are putting on that game night. As a club officer for a different club, I'm just curious on how you're doing that.
Oh yeah. So regarding that, usually we either use Zoom or just Discord call. And then we found a couple games like Scribble.io or Gardic Phone. And the other one is Word on Stream. So those are community of like group game kind of thing that you can use on your browser or your phone. Those are easy. We can just kind of talk, have fun, and other thing like board game simulator and stuff like that. So usually that's how we do those game night.
Okay, thank you.
For Sociology Club, today our speaker is one of the members and officers' great aunt, who was one of the original Freedom Singers. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe they went along with the Freedom Riders. So she's speaking today, and just informally to report for, I'm now treasurer of AAUW ARC. And we are going to be making PPE, the masks, and Diane Marte of the fashion department is loaning us sewing machines. And she personally has made 600 masks. And Sociology has a lineup of speakers for the semester that I emailed out to you.
Awesome, thank you very much. Is there any other board member reports and or announcements? Also, make sure you guys check the chat. There's some links in there if you want to copy paste them into a note, so that way we can have the opportunity to check everything out. The Discord link was just posted for the game night. If you guys could possibly send that to me in an email, if you want us to, we could. If you have a flyer or anything like that, we can definitely help publicize it on ASB ARC's Instagram page. So if you have a flyer or anything like that that's been created, just send it to my email and I can upload it onto IG.
There a question for engineering on the Discord link. Is that a Q or a G, the little one? I see big capital G7, but I can't tell what's
C is capital G7, capital C, lowercase z.
right. But before that,
capital U.
before that capital G, there's a
That's-
7 and Q.
That's a Q.
Q.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, is there any other board member reports and or announcements? Engineering, I still see you have your hand up, so make sure that you don't have anything else that you want to report.
One detail. So I think this is my first time joining the meeting, so I might not be included in the mailing list. So that
Okay.
I'll have to make note of that.
If you can put the if you can put your email in the chat real quick, I can copy paste it, and I will add you onto the I'll add
Do
you
you
onto
prefer
the
the student email or my personal email?
whatever email is the most easiest to make sure you get it. All right, awesome. If there's no other board member reports or announcements, you went ahead and did it. Okay, I got it. Excuse me. So we'll go ahead and move on to public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the clubs and events board on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken nor extended discussion of any items not on the agenda. ASB Clubs and Events Board may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact ASB Caeb President for the item of discussion to be placed on future agenda. At this time, do we have any other public comment?
One quick thing, Mark, sorry.
Good.
Just to clarify what I mentioned earlier, the vaccination workshop is just for a Q&A. ARC will not be administering any vaccinations. Like if you're a student, right, you don't get priority because you go to ARC. It will still go by county guidance, protocols, whatever you want to, how you want to say it, tiers. So I just want to clarify that it's not like even if they were to give vaccinations at ARC, it wouldn't be like, oh, you're a student, you can come get your vaccination. That's not how it works. So I just wanted to clarify that in case people might have taken it that way. So that's all. Thanks.
And when is that workshop, Brett?
Wednesday, the 17th,
And what time?
11.
And how do we get access to it?
I'll forward it to you.
Okay, thank you.
I see there's hands raised. Is there public comment?
Yes, just a quick question. How would we be able to just verify that SHIP is an active club? We're just wondering, there's just been a little bit of confusion. So I just wanted to ask how we can just double check that we are an active club.
So to my understanding, you are an active club. I think you were chartered on last week. I did an update chartered list, chartered clubs. I'll go verify just to make sure. I don't have access to that right this second.
Mark,
But yeah.
I'm just looking at the minutes from last time.
Okay.
So let's see. I do not see
I'm looking at
your
something
club
else.
mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. I just looked up the thing I received. It's you're waiting on GPA verification. And all the other verification needs to be done. I'll reach out to the individual that's handling that. But as far as shipped, yeah, as Naomi just read the minutes from the clubs that were officially chartered last week. So I will find out about that. But that doesn't mean that you cannot join, the meetings or anything like that. Please continue to join the meetings. But I will verify and make sure that there's no additional paperwork or anything like that is needed. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you. There's just a little confusion, so we just want to make sure that if we're not, that we're handling it basically in our end.
Awesome. Like I said, I will reach back out. You're on my email list, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I will reach out to the individual that, like I said, who handles and processes that and get an update. Once I get an update and that everything is 100%, done, then I will post an item on the agenda to officially recognize you as a chartered club. So I will, like I said, reach out to find out what's going on with that.
Awesome. Thank you, Chair.
No problem. Is there any other public comment at this time? Let me check the chat just to make sure. Okay, Brett will reach out and make sure to see how we can get that straightened out as well. Awesome. So if there's no public comment, hearing and seeing none, we will move on to everybody's favorite part of any meeting is adjournment. So if there's no objections. Okay, hearing and seeing no objections, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 11:18.
Mark, I have a question.
Yes.
As far as access to President Dixon, you said she was going to be at Booth Central?
I'm sorry.
You said she was going to be at Booth Central?
I can't 100% clarify that until I have my meeting with her.
Okay.
But that is the goal. Is to
Okay.
It's all based on President Dixon's availability.
We'll say
So
maybe. And then
yes,
you also said there's a town hall?
that's what we're gonna try to
Oh,
make
that's
it.
it. I see.
Is it like a town hall meeting with departments?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I cannot 100% say President Dixon is going to be present or any other vice presidents of the school. So yeah, I'll know more after I have my meeting with President Dixon to clarify 100% that President Dixon or any other vice presidents of instruction or any other student services or anything like that will be there.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. So this meeting has been adjourned. Let me go ahead and